What's going on, everybody? You know who this is. It's your number one hot sauce guy. Tonight, something simple, but I really wanted to get to these and try them because I've never tried one before. These are Hungarian wax peppers. Definitely not super hots, but they're cool little peppers. I'm guessing this is what I've seen them most like, you know, kind of like a banana, a nice yellow coloration. This one might just not be fully ripe. I'm not 100% sure, but maybe they just grow out that way too, because it does have some yellow. It's very hard to see it, but you know, compared to that one, you know, that's yellow and green, right? I mean, I know most men, or some men, not most, that's fucking wrong of me to say, but you know, there are a lot of men that can't see color. I can see color pretty well. Working in the paint business, I can see color pretty well, and that's definitely a yellow pepper and a green looking pepper. Tonight, it never fails, Firestone Walker Mind Haze IPA, the original, the double IPA, man, they came out with. Not a huge fan of it. It's too much for me. You know what I mean? And that's saying a lot because I drink a lot of beer and like pretty, you know, high alcohol content IPAs and stuff. That one's just too much. But it's good, you know. Anyway, so I want to do a couple shout outs here tonight because I got these peppers local to me in Reno, Nevada. Local. Now, for years now, I haven't been able to find anybody growing these more exotic. Now, this isn't a really exotic pepper, but this is not a pepper, at least where I'm at, where I've ever or could ever find at like Walmart, Smith's, Albertsons, Safeway, Scolari's, just your normal type run-of-the-mill grocery stores, right? They don't carry that shit. You're lucky if you find some good serranos or habaneros, right? Growing NV. So Jolene Cook has started this and does a lot of interesting things. I just happened to stumble upon Growing NV, and they did a pepper thing, you know, last week or 2 weeks ago, I don't remember now. And so that's where I got these peppers among other ones from the grower. But Growing NV is just, you know, it's really cool. Get on their social media, check it out. Jolene Cook, fantastic talking to you, and I love what you're doing. Growing NV is a free network platform dedicated to connecting, celebrating, and fostering our local food community in Northern Nevada. So again, super cool. Growing NV, and I like the moniker. I like the name Growing NV. Like we're trying to make our city, you know, bigger, right? We're trying to have more things, offer more things, and that is awesome. And so the peppers came from Bonsai Blue Garden Market, okay, also local to me, and got to talk with, you know, I don't know if it's the main grower or, you know, what the technical term is for that kind of shit, like your head chef, your sous chef, you know, but I got to talk to a young lady named Shelly over there, and she's the one that, you know, I talked peppers with for a while and grabbed some. So she's growing here local to me, which is awesome. You know, some Thai chilies, couple different varieties, jalapenos, ghost peppers. She didn't have any ghost peppers the week that Growing NV put the thing on, but she had some varieties I've never tried before that we're gonna you know, make a video on and try them and do them, blah blah blah, and it should be cool. So again, if you guys are local here, Reno Sparks, South Lake, North Lake, Truckee, Carson, whatever, support them. I need them. I need to keep them around so I can get some good peppers local. All right, anyways, enough rambling. So a Hungarian wax pepper. So, you know, they're not supers. They're not hot, right? They're anywhere from what I found, maybe 1,000 to 15,000, maybe 18,000 on the Scoville scale. I think it was 1 to 15. It could have been 18, but nonetheless, you know, it's right in that range. But I'm hoping these are on the higher end. But again, look at the coax there. It's pretty cool how it's bleeding down, you know, the pepper, and that has kind of a different coloration too. It's green. Super interesting. Cheers. Very thick pepper. Yeah, a little spice there. Not bad. Well, that had a got a little heat on it on the back end right there. Yeah, I can feel it. Good tasting pepper. Try this one out. So there's some heat there. All right. I mean, this is a really good low-end heat pepper. I can feel it just on the inside part of my gum or my lip. Right here. And just there, just on the tippy top of the tongue. Try one more. Much less heat on this one. It's also different color seeds in there. Usually when I start seeing black or brown seeds, I start thinking that they're bad. But this pepper looks so good that I think it's just because this is not a ripe Hungarian. If anybody that grows, or my friends out there, you guys catch this video, let me know if I'm right about that, because I'm gonna eat this fucking thing no matter what. But also, it's a much thinner wall. When I talk about wall, I'm talking about how thick the skin is, how thick the pepper is. This is much, it's not as crunchy, it's not as thick of a pepper. So I wonder if that has to do with the maturity of it. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, this one has a shit ton more seeds in it, though. Yeah, this one's not hot at all. This one has very, very low end heat. I thought something would bite me. A little bit there. A little bit there, the closer you get to the stem, right? And but we'll call it good on that. Ooh, down wrong. All right, well, pretty good tasting pod. I preferred the first one as far as flavor and heat, of course. That second one, it's interesting. Didn't have much to it until right there, the last couple of bites. And then I could feel the intensity of heat in my mouth growing a little bit, kind of going up just a little bit more, but I can still feel the remnants of that first pepper on the tongue and the lips. The way I can tell the difference is that second pepper, it didn't intensify any of those heats. What I had right here on the tip of the tongue, it didn't escalate that or increase it or build it back up. It just stayed the same. little change in the overall heat in my mouth from that second one. So I guess it did change it a little, but not much. But a cool little pepper. Again, I prefer that first one with that crunch, the thicker wall. Obviously, it had much more heat. That first one's very hard to say if that was ranging in at the upper scale. It was probably at the upper scale of that pepper, I'd imagine, because I can feel the burn, and I've eaten a lot of peppers, so I would say that's on the higher scale for a Hungarian. Is that Hungarian wax pepper? But the other one, I don't know if it just wasn't ripe all the way yet, but it would be on the lower side, right? So again, my first taste test of what these guys are growing here local to me. Bonsai Blue Garden Market, man, super cool. I don't want to give out her personal email, but I don't know if you can read that. It says so every Thursday, June to October, on Thursdays, so every June 17th to October 28th this year, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It says come on down and get fresh local produce. Oh, the other thing is I got their tomatoes. They're red tomatoes. I also got the little tomatoes. Boom, top notch, great. I mean, they're fucking fresh. They're sweet. Some of the best tomatoes I've ever had. I'm gonna be honest, man. I know that's very hard for people to say, but I don't eat a lot of tomato, but when you cut into the tomato, it stayed together. Just fantastic. So again, support local. Go check out Bonsai Blue Garden. Get online and check out Jolene Cook and Growing NV. Super dope deal. I'm super happy I stumbled across that pepper event, and what they did was they just had a little event at Bonsai, and they gave away a free bag of peppers. Okay, not a big bag, a little Ziploc bag that had a decent amount, though, a cool deal. And then of course, me, I went ahead and bought a bunch too, and those tomatoes I talked about. But she had some varieties of these lower end hot peppers that I'd never tried, so I said, boom, today's the day, including the Hungarian Wax. She had a Dragon Thai in there that I'm gonna review and try. She had some very nice looking green habs that I'm gonna review, and a couple others, man, some other shit I can't even pronounce. So pretty cool. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. It's been your #1 hot sauce guy, and I'll be back later tonight or tomorrow. We'll see you then.